This is Math 142 Practice Test 1, question number 12. And on this question, we're supposed to sketch the graph, include at least one full period, and label that x-axis in radians. So as I go about this problem, first off, I know that it's cosine. And I'm going to rewrite what's going on inside cosine so that I can do my shift correctly. So I'm going to factor out that 1/2, that multiplier, x plus, and if I factor out a 1/2, I'm dividing pi by 1/2. So really, this should be a 2 pi. Another way to think about it is if I multiply that 1/2 back in, I'll get pi back out. So let me start with my period. My period is 2 pi divided by 1/2, divided by that multiplier, which is 4 pi. Divided by a fraction is multiplying by the reciprocal, so I'm really multiplying by 2. So if I know that, then I know that if it starts at 0, gets out to 4 pi, split it into fourths to get those major points. So a fourth of 4 pi is pi, and then I got 2 pi, and then I got 3 pi. So there's my basic, there's one period length. So now, what shall we do next? Let's deal with this shift. And I'll deal with that shift in just a sec. Let me deal with the fact that it's cosine. Cosine starts at 1, goes down to 0, goes down to -1, comes back up to 0, comes back up to 1. Now let's deal with that shift. It's x plus 2 pi. That shifts it to the left 2 pi. So think about this. What makes this a 0? -2 pi. That's how you're going to change all these. So 0 minus 2 pi is -2 pi. Pi minus 2 pi is -pi. 2 pi minus 2 pi is 0. 3 pi minus 2 pi is pi. 4 pi minus 2 pi is 2 pi. So there's my shift. I've already dealt with that multiplier. So cosine out here, I know these values. 3. It's getting everything in there, everything that's outputted, it's going to get multiplied by 3. So now I'm going to change these values. Times 3, times 3, times 3, times 3, times 3. And then I also know that it gets shifted up 4. So then all of these values will have 4 added to them. So 3 plus 4 is 7. 0 plus 4, -3 plus 4. 0 plus 4, -3 plus 4. So here's my x values. Here's my y values. And so I'm going to go to sketch a graph of that. So there's x. Here's y. I'll put pi here. Whoops, 2 pi here. -pi, -2 pi. And then it goes from 1 all the way up to 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to label these so that when the person who gets to correct my test corrects it will love me. And so now I'm going to go to graph it. I'm going to use a different color just because I can. I know that -2 pi is up here at 7. And it goes through 4. And it goes through 0. Back up to 4. Back up to 2 pi. And remember, it's a cosine, so it's not just a v. It's nice curve, and there's a decent sketch of it.